Fellow YouTubers, how you doing this morning? Last night I had a scary encounter with two gang members. These gang members were armed with guns. They demanded that I give them money. Really, and I had no money on me. But they said, that's okay, we'll have you sign this piece of paper saying that you'll, give our leader, or at least our higher-ups, the money at a future date, and that you have to come before our grand leader, who will be in a black robe, and say whether or not you're guilty or innocent. So yes, I encountered the biggest gang in LA last night, the L.A.P.D. Now, these gutless gutter punks, these thugs, these perversions of nature, these purveyors of force, these peddlers of human suffering. They pulled me over because I didn't have a bike light on my friggin' bike. I have one of those little headlamp things that you can put around your head. I didn't have battery. I didn't have it on me because I don't have batteries for it. It's dead. I mean, the batteries died, and I don't have money. Why do I not have money? Because previously, I also had members of the same gang steal my motorhome at some point, and I had to pay them close to $300. So basically, I was broke before the second week of the month. Do the gang members care? No, they don't care. It's about revenue generation. It's about preying on the weakest members of society. You can tell the nature of a culture and of a society and of a government by how it treats its weakest members. As you know, I'm currently homeless. It sucks. It really sucks bad. But you know what? I'm doing the best I can with what I have. And I don't have much. Yet at the same time, here in America, you're guilty until proven innocent. And if you're poor, you're already breaking the law because it's a crime to be poor in America. Also, this thug, the thug that I had to talk with, he started saying something, and I said, I'm sorry, I can't hear you, I'm hearing impaired, etc. I was freaked out by their reaction to pulling me over. I mean, you would have thought that I was some kind of, career criminal that they were looking for. Oh, and I mean, when they were looking at my name, of course, they were like, oh, you have the, you have a license suspension and blah, blah, blah. I mean, every little thing, they're like, oh, you've done this, therefore you must be, it's this guilt by association. It's, oh, you've done this little thing over here, therefore you must be some, huge career criminal. Of course, this is just a psychological trick that they play. Also, what's really fucking funny is the cop, Officer Lopez. And I will say names on this video. I'm not afraid to do that. But it was, I'm sitting there, I mean, they were freaked out. They were freaking out. They were like, we're going to look through your bag. I mean, they were going after me like I was, if you've ever wondered what a deer feels like that's being pursued by two hungry wolves, you'll know how I felt. I mean, these were not the most predatory cops I've ever encountered, but they were up there. They were up there. So, Officer Lopez, this little punk, he handcuffs me. They handcuffed me. For some reason. And I'm like, why are you doing this? I told him, I said, I tried being, acting like I was afraid, because I thought, maybe then they'll, I said, I'm not sure what's going on. What have I done? I'm hearing impaired. As soon as I said I was hearing impaired, I saw them have a little gleam in their eye. They were like, oh, look, can talk about this. Oh. I mean, this is how they think. This is how they think. So he handcuffs me behind my back. Then he tells me, I need you to turn up your hearing aid. I mean, really? You've just handcuffed me, and now you're telling me to turn up my hearing aid. Okay, I'm not, am I Plastic Man? I mean, I don't think so. I mean, It's absolutely ridiculous. But again, you know, these people, yeah, LA is a very interesting situation right now. You have the city government scrambling to raise taxes, scrambling to give raises to their employees, of which the cops are employees. You have all these people scrambling in government to suck every last drop of money that they can from the public. And of course, if you're poor, you're automatically a criminal. You know, and of course, one other tactic the cops are using nowadays is, well, we have a right to handcuff you right away because we're afraid of being shot. We've been shot at before. And I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, well, you know, maybe if you guys weren't, you know, state-sponsored thugs who harass people for minding their own business, maybe people wouldn't shoot at you. You ever think of that? But no, I didn't have my video camera. I couldn't get to my video camera with me. My flip camera, I've lost that thing. So I have nothing to record, or else I would have recorded some. But it's just amazing because it's like, at this point, I have no money. There's no way that I can make any money. You know, I have people telling me, oh, you should go stand outside of Home Depot and wait for somebody to hire you. Number one, that's just a really dumb idea. That doesn't focus on my strengths. What I'm needing is I need somebody to focus on, to help me utilize my strengths to make money. So anyway, yeah, that was my little encounter with the biggest gang in LA. The biggest gang in LA.